be able to take care of business like you did has to be a good step.
Well, yeah, and tonight was all about New Mexico. I think we all understand that we're finishing the season at home, and to me it was all about what are we going to do this week, how are we going to get ourselves prepared to go on the road. So a lot of it was about just being focused, and we have a lot of things from the season that we got to continue to get better at. So if we're thinking of anything else, then it would show up in the game, and some of it did. You know, it wasn't a perfect game. We scored on defense. We gave up a punt return. We weren't as consistent in the red zone as we wanted to be. There was a lot of things that we came in goal-wise in this game that we didn't get done, and a lot of things that we did. So we'll go back tomorrow and look at it and figure out what our goals are going into the next one. So to me, at this point of the season, it's about us. How do we keep improving? How do we utilize our personnel? What are some of the things as an individual that you have to get better at? And you're constantly working on it, rather than just all these other things that we can't control. We can control how we play the game. And tonight they did. They got momentum back when we needed it. Kala had a big pick. The scoring on defense was huge by Dez, but then we got the touchdown run after the turnover, and we got momentum back. You kind of feel the shift in the momentum. They had it, and we had to get it back, and they did. And so, to me, that was a big moment for us, regardless of the techniques and schemes. Let's just get momentum back, and they found a way to do it, and we won the game. And so that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to accomplish that tonight. I thought guys played well, played hard, and then we'll get on to the next one after this.
How impressive was Alexander tonight?
Awesome. I just found out over 1,000 yards again. So being able to do that, the O-line, the running back, the tight ends, the wide receivers, everybody's involved in the run game. But Alex, I think the last 2 games in particular, has run really hard. You're seeing his power, you're seeing his speed, you're seeing his vision, and he's able to pull through some things. And again, it's a leg. Guys are doing a good job against him. You play against a back like that, he's powerful. You got to hang on to him, and it's just you pull your foot out, he's gone. But at the end of the game, where he had the touchdown run, he did that. He was able to find it, hit it, and he got his free space there, and he was out.
You mentioned, it's all about New Mexico, but these are college kids, and we were asking them all week about staying focused on this game, and fans were already thinking about next game. How pleased were you that they were able to not worry about next week and really come in and score early and set up what now will be a big game next week?
Yeah, because they're always getting asked stuff like that, right? And to really do it. I mean, that's the hard part. Be consistent. And not many people are. I don't know how consistent we were, but I know our guys were better, probably because we talked about it and they wanted to focus on it. I'd say this about this team. I think they know the formula. I do. And I think these guys, they're gonna use that this next week. All right, they used it this week, and at this point in the season, there's only so many things I can say to them now. You don't know it by now, and you're not going to go out there and do it. You're not going to finish the way you want to. So it was about focusing. You watch a lot of teams go out there and get upset because they don't do things that they consistently do. And all I asked these guys was let's just do what we do. Let's not be anything different. Let's not try to go out there and be something different in this game because we think we should be. Just be who we are and get better at what you're supposed to get better at. And they did that tonight. Now it'll be the same message going into next week. We got to focus on that. We obviously have things, senior night on the blue, and a lot of other things that are going to go along with it. But it still comes down to how do we go out there and play our game. Bottom line.
You were down a couple of receivers tonight without Shakir and Hightower and even Evans. But to have a guy like Sean step up and have a game like that.
Yeah, it was good. You don't always know who's going to step up, and that's the nice thing about having multiple guys that can make plays. I don't think AJ had a catch tonight, but he's been making plays throughout the season, and Sean happened to be his night. But yeah, we don't have Shaq out there. We didn't have Hightower out there. Evans is out. And these are guys stepping up. And again, it's not just in the game. They got to do it all week long. You got to think about the practice and the reps and the yards they run in order to get ready for the game. And they were able to prepare themselves the right way, and they made plays tonight.
Defensively, held to 7 points. Really, because obviously the punt return.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So, what'd you like about the defensive effort?
Yeah.
They were able to move the ball at times, but obviously weren't able to get in the end zone very much.
I thought our defense did a fantastic job. They did move the ball, and because they're good and they've got multiple ways to attack you. We could tackle better. We could do things like that we talked about. But our defense holding to 7 points, that's hard to do. We gave up the big return, which we knew that returner. That was the disappointing thing. We already talked about him. He's one of the best in the country. There was a lot of talk about exactly what happened tonight, and as advertised. So, to be honest with you, as much as it upsets me, that kid can go. And he made it happen. He got the ball in his hands, and he made a play, just like he's been doing all season long. And the disappointing thing is we knew that. I don't think anybody took it for granted. He just beat us. And so we better do a better job and learn from that, and all that those guys in that cover team, we better be better this next week. But defensively, yeah, you give up 7 points, that's pretty good. We did a good job in the red zone, and they made a few throws in there, but then we come back with a turnover on the interception. So we made plays back too, and I'm proud of our guys that way.
With now this game, the Utah State game, now it's here. What does this mean for you guys for this opportunity, and finish it up at home? I mean, this is one of the bigger home games you guys have ever had.
Sure. Yeah, we'll get to that. We didn't talk about Utah State. I know that's coming from everywhere else, but the focus was New Mexico. It'll be the same tonight. We'll focus on the win tonight. I want to enjoy that and try to be consistent. That's one of the things. And we'll get on to Utah State tomorrow, find out what they do, and play Colorado State. And then we'll get into that game. And we've seen them throughout the season now. Common opponents, so you watch them. They're a division team. They're doing a really good job. And we've got to go get ourselves prepared.
I would say this morning, obviously, you heard about Jack Fields, and he was a guy that you coached and everything like that. What's your reaction to that? And what happens to a team when a lot of these guys knew him?
Yeah, well, I got the information this morning. I got some of the details, so I don't know if it's my position to comment on all those things. And being a part of a team and you have guys on your team and things like that happen, it hurts, and it's regardless of what happened. He was a teammate at that time, so for everybody involved, our thoughts and prayers go out to them, for everyone. And it was unfortunate, and guys on our team did play with him. So that was a hard thing this morning, and we let the team know because we knew the information was out there, and so that was something that our guys dealt with this morning too.
Guys good? Thanks.
Thanks.